Chelsea have sacked Thomas Tuchel. Is it a good decision or a bad one? I personally feel it's a bad decision because you currently can't get an upgrade on TT. But anyways, we still have to go into the matter and see what happened. This is Matrix Sports. My name is Matrix. You can check us out on our social media handles. Like, comment, share. Leave a comment below. Let's get into it. Now, the sporting world was hit with a thunderbolt yesterday when the news came that Thomas Tuchel has been sacked, because I think almost nobody expected that to happen, but it did happen. Now, why would you think Chelsea would sack such a quality manager at this point in the season, just 7 games into the season? And they are currently thinking about Graham Potter, whom Brighton have given permission to Chelsea to talk to already. Now, if you ask me, Chelsea can't get an upgrade on Thomas Tuchel currently, because it's not like you can get Pep Guardiola, nor you can get Jurgen Klopp or Carlo Ancelotti, who I think would be an upgrade on Thomas Tuchel. Currently, you can't get them. And then the next in line will be Thomas Tuchel and co. Now, Chelsea are talking to Graham Potter. Graham Potter is a huge gamble. The owners of Chelsea are thought to have been in touch with Graham Potter for quite a while now, and currently he's talking to Chelsea, and it looks very likely he will be Chelsea's next manager. Potter is a decent manager. He's done an amazing job at Brighton, but he's never handled a big team. He's never handled big stars with ego and all that. Now, if you check some of the reasons why Thomas Tuchel wasn't as successful in his last days at Chelsea, was because of the dressing room. Some of the players were not happy. But these players, if the story is really true that some of the players were not happy, I'd be very surprised, because every single player has had his chance at Chelsea, especially the attackers. The attackers who are on the bench, and I think if they are unhappy, definitely it's players who are not playing who will be unhappy. Now, if they come in, what do they do? Do they play exceptionally good or not? Chelsea's players are literally, I don't want to use certain words, but their attackers compared to Liverpool, compared to Manchester City, you know that it's the gap is quite wide. Now, Tuchel's problem, we all know, has been his stubbornness. He's very stubborn. Before he left Paris Saint-Germain, it wasn't like he was underperforming at Paris Saint-Germain, but it was his stubbornness that made the owners of Paris Saint-Germain kick him out. Now, he had a fallout with Bowley. I don't know whether I should say it was a fallout or not, but he wasn't thinking business aspect. You know, Todd Bowley is a businessman. You know, he wanted to bring in Cristiano Ronaldo. Tuchel said no way. So, and it was for business purposes, and they wanted to make a statement, the new owners, but Tuchel didn't agree. Tuchel was thinking football, and then he wasn't thinking any other thing, which you would under normal circumstances think, yes, that is what a manager is supposed to think about, right? His football. That's what he was hired for. And then, you know, Tuchel sometimes played some players out of position. Mason Mount will play here today, play there tomorrow. Hakim Ziyech wing back, Pulisic wing back. Like, those are a few of the problems you would say Tuchel had when he was at Chelsea. But in all, Tuchel is a top-notch manager. He's a top-notch manager, which absolutely nobody can dispute the fact that Tuchel is a top manager. Players are part of the reason why Thomas Tuchel have not had such a successful start to the season. But would you blame somebody? Thomas Tuchel had a free hand in this summer transfer window. They spent the most money, actually. Chelsea spent the most money buying Koulibaly, bringing in Raheem Sterling, Aubameyang and co. Zakaria. So Tuchel had the opportunity to buy attackers. He didn't go for it. He decided to go for other options, which are okay. I think Chelsea's transfer window was quite okay, but Chelsea's biggest problem, we all know, was the attack. Since last season, Nobody, when Lukaku was around, nobody was creating for him. See the amount of chances Man City are creating for Erling Haaland. Right? That is the kind of attack we are talking about. So Chelsea's situation is quite dire, but Graham Potter might come in and we'll see what will happen. We'll see what will happen. But Chelsea could also consider Mauricio Pochettino or Mourinho if Graham Potter's deal doesn't go through. But I believe it will go through because Chelsea are already ready to pay out Graham Potter's clause in his contract, which is believed to be around £16 million. Now, if you ask me, Graham Potter's first task will be to get the players motivated to pick their forms up and then try to turn the situation around. But I feel like Thomas Tuchel was still the best man to turn the situation around though. But sometimes you need fresh blood and he's already been sacked. So Chelsea have to move on and look forward and see what happens in the future. Graham Potter, well, it's still the same attackers. It's still the same kind of players. Mostly when new managers come in, players feel motivated to play. Players feel hyper to prove themselves. So maybe that will help Chelsea in the short term. But going forward, moving forward, what will happen? Moving forward, can they sustain that tempo? It's been Matrix Sports. My name is Matrix. Leave a comment below, share and like. Please subscribe to this channel for the best of sports news. We move.